across the state. Let's bring in Josh.
Yeah, this has really kind of been a growing concern for us over the past several months because of the dry, hot conditions that have been building. And it was just yesterday the drought monitor was updated, putting much of the Portland, Vancouver metro area back under a severe category for drought. And that also includes the Blue Mountains out towards the northeast corner of our state, as much of western Oregon is under that moderate drought. But you'll also notice over parts of the panhandle of Idaho, that's where extreme drought is slowly trying to trickle its way back into the state of Oregon and even into parts of eastern Washington. Unfortunately, the number of rain-free days continue to add up now at 2 weeks, and we're not expecting any additional rain to come our direction. Very typical for the month of July, averaging to be our driest month of the year, where our rain deficit right now holds firm at just about 1/4 of an inch, with no measurable rainfall so far this month. As the hot, dry, sunny conditions were found across our area earlier today, that's exactly what we are still holding on to for this afternoon, and what we'll continue to see over the next week or so as temperatures are bouncing back up close to the low 90s, upper 80s right now for the Portland, Vancouver area, approaching 70 degrees out towards Astoria. As we take a live look at the cloud-free skies over downtown Portland right now, for the remainder of this evening, expected to keep those calm, quiet, and clear conditions going, although it will be breezy at times, especially as we move our way into the 7 to 8 o'clock hour, gusts nearing about 25 miles per hour. As we are holding on to just a bit of that marine layer out along the shoreline, we are in preparation for this ridge of high pressure to begin building just offshore. It's really going to be impacting us as early as Sunday, bringing back the summer-like temperatures into the 90s, and that will only continue as we move our way into Monday. The good news is the peak of this ridge has shifted just a little bit further to the west. That means our temperatures aren't necessarily going to be tiptoeing into, say, about 105 degrees as we work our way into next week, but still extreme heat is a possibility. So our first round of heat does come on Sunday from 11 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night. It's temperatures anywhere from about 93 degrees to 97, a very real potential. Then we have the new term, an extreme heat watch. That goes into effect Tuesday, last through Wednesday. We're talking about temperatures close to about 90 degrees all the way up to the triple-digit numbers of 100. So that's a very real possibility. But the National Weather Service, for the very first time, issuing that extreme heat watch, brand new since March of 2025. So this is the first round of this new terminology we are seeing. That's about a level 2 out of the 3 criteria. Now, as the dangerous heat really comes to fruition, we could potentially dip into the extreme heat warning, which means action needs to be taken. As far as our futurecast goes, keeping things calm, quiet, clear for the Cascades, just the same for the valley locations. It's the marine layer that's going to hold on to the coastal spots for the majority of this weekend, as we here in the city fall back to about 62 degrees by sunrise tomorrow, close to 90 degrees again tomorrow. Maybe you want to catch a break from the heat by heading up in elevation. Use extreme caution as the fire threat will be elevated, as temperatures for the gorge near the 90s, upper 70s as you get above about 4,000 to 5,000 feet. All right, we're keeping Tuesday and Wednesday highlighted in the red. That's where we have those extreme heat watches in effect. That is going to be carrying us through much of next week, and you'll notice very little relief from the heat even during the overnight hours. So now is the time to start preparing yourself and finding ways to stay cool, not only this weekend, but next week. And of course, checking up on our neighbors, especially those who maybe don't have the air-conditioned locations.
Yeah, or older folks as well.
Yes, absolutely.
We've seen the triple digits kind of fluctuating on the 7 days.
We
Is there
have.
still a potential we'll hit 100
there
or
is,
above?
Yeah, there definitely is still a potential. We're watching if that ridge moves its way a little bit further to the east. That is still very much so on the table.
Okay.
Josh,
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
Coming up, President